事件に巻き込まれたとみられ、事件の後、この部屋に住む中国籍で30代の女の行方がわからなくなっていました。このため、何らかの事情を知っているとみて行方を探していましたが、捜査関係者によりますと、今日午前、福井市内で見つかり、不法滞在の疑いで逮捕されました。防犯カメラの映像などから、昨日、新幹線で福井に来たとみられるということです。不法滞在の容疑について、警察は認否を明らかにしていません。マンションの3階の部屋からは、血痕やナイフが見つかり、現場の近くの防犯カメラには、事件があった時間帯に、この住人とみられる人物が立ち去る様子が映っていて、警察は殺人事件との関連についても捜査することにしています。続いて気象情報です。強風や波浪の注意報が伊豆諸島、小笠原諸島、栃木県の日光市、静岡県の伊豆南、新潟県の広い範囲に、低温注意報が埼玉県の秩父地方、茨城県、長野県の北部に、霜注意報が伊豆諸島の大島に、雪崩注意報が群馬県、長野県、新潟県の積雪の多い地域に、乾燥注意報が関東の広い範囲と山梨県の中西部に出ています。続いて各地の明日の予報です。関東地方南部は曇り時々晴れ、関東地方北部晴れで朝晩曇り。
こちらは NHK ワールドラジオ日本 NHK の国際放送です。次の短波での日本語放送は日本時間の午前0時からです。午前0時からの日本語放送は東南アジア向けの 11.815MHz です。繰り返します。午前0時からの日本語放送は東南アジア向けの 11.815MHz です。こちらは NHK ワールドラジオ日本 NHK の国際放送です。 AI のアナウンスでお伝えしました。
Welcome back to NHK Newsline. I'm Kanako Saklo. South Korean fire authorities say 179 people have been confirmed dead in a plane crash at an airport in the country's southwest. Fire department officials earlier said 2 crew members were rescued. Footage shows the aircraft skidding on its belly and veering off a runway before crashing into a structure and bursting into flames. A plane of South Korean low-cost carrier Jeju Air crashed at Muan International Airport shortly after 9 a.m. on Sunday. Government officials say the plane was carrying 175 passengers and 6 crew members. The passengers include 173 South Koreans and 2 Thai nationals. Another video taken from a nearby house shows white smoke coming out of both engines. It also shows flames shooting from the right engine. Yonhap News Agency reported that the accident occurred during the plane's second attempt to land. Fire department officials say the aircraft's landing gear didn't work properly and the pilots tried to make a belly landing. An investigative team has reportedly recovered the flight recorder. A Japanese aviation expert says a problem may have developed with the landing gear and flaps.
The plane's 3-wheel set failed to drop down, and the aircraft moved on the runway at considerable speed. Pilots normally use the plane's flaps to reduce speed as much as possible when attempting a crash landing, but the flaps were apparently not deployed.
The company's CEO held a news conference to apologize for the deadly plane crash.
It's difficult to speculate on the cause of the crash at this point. We need to wait for the findings of the government's investigation. Regardless of the cause of the accident, I feel full responsibility as the CEO.
Kim said his company will make the utmost efforts to support the bereaved families and to cooperate with the government on finding the cause of the crash. Earlier, NHK World's Kim Chanju told us more about the situation at Muan's airport.
Local media say it's the worst plane accident by a domestic airline in South Korea's history. As you can see behind me, a blue sheet is covering the area so that rescue work is not exposed to the media. Also, further away, you can see the tail of the aircraft has been completely burnt. Firefighters and police officers are constantly coming and going, sometimes carrying stretchers. All domestic and international flights here have been cancelled since the crash. Government officials say the airport's control tower warned of a bird strike to the airplane when it attempted to make a landing, but the accident occurred just a couple of minutes after the pilot declared a mayday. The area around this airport has many rice fields and wetlands, making it a haven for birds. A collision with the bird during takeoff or landing could cause critical damage to engines and landing gear. At the airport, there is a team that chases away wild animals or birds using blank or live ammunition when they appear near the runway. But migratory birds move in flocks in the winter, so the risk of collisions is higher. The government has set up a headquarters to coordinate its response. The accident happened as the country is embroiled in political turmoil. The government is now led by Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs and Finance Minister Choi Sang-mok. He is serving as the acting president as the Prime Minister was suspended from his duties on Friday. Choi arrived at the site several hours after the crash and ordered related ministries and agencies to make all-out efforts for rescue operations and to support the victims' families. Jeju Air started flights between Bangkok and Muan just a few weeks ago.